across not just into Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, where the rain is heavy this morning, but into Florida, because that's where we next are going to see some of the rain move into the coming days. Look at your weekend in Fort Lauderdale. Saturday and Sunday, the chance of thunderstorms. Not surprising, it is summertime, yes, but I think we're going to see a bit of an enhanced chance for a lot of us, especially northern Florida, like we already see right now here across the Panhandle. So this front has been the focus. This is what's drawing in that Gulf of Mexico moisture, and to some extent, we've been getting some Pacific moisture at the mid to upper levels as well coming over here. That's why the rain has been so heavy across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. But watch the moisture, which is in the bright red color on this background of the map. That pools across the Florida Panhandle, South Georgia, South Carolina, even a little bit of North Carolina and Florida as we get into the end of the week and then the weekend. The front is slow moving. It's a stationary front. It's not going to do a whole lot but kind of act to draw in the moisture. There is a front that comes in and that will sweep into the area, not through the area. And so that will just help focus even more moisture in this area. And we've got rainfall on the order of, inches in spots, locally heavier amounts. Localized flash flooding will be possible. To show you how it plays out, very scattered in nature through the area today. A lot of inland stuff here as that sea breeze kind of kicks in. Then once we get into Thursday and Friday, especially in the afternoon, because daytime heating will play a role, you will notice an increase in showers and storms. All of them will have big moisture potential, so we're looking at the heavy rain concern. And by the way, we're watching our moon rocket on the launch pad there at Launch Complex 39B, and we are waiting a launch on Monday morning at 8:30 as America goes back to the moon. Artemis will be dealing with some showers and storms along the way. There are storms in the forecast Sunday night. It is a hit or miss forecast for Monday. The launch window opens at 8:30 on Monday. I will be there, not just watching, of course, the weather that morning, but out ahead of it, because lightning is a risk. There are lightning towers, but certainly something to watch out for. All right, we'll follow this. Now, he mentioned, a couple of the folks interviewed mentioned what a good monsoon season it's been. I mean, June was the month, breaking all kinds of records in New Mexico, but we've even had decent rain in July, now August. Yeah, I mean, that clearly shows the case here for us. This is the month to date. So basically August showing you that rain, and it stands out. The yellows and the oranges, that's where we've really gotten a good dumping of rain here for us. Of course, the flip side, of course, is that we've seen some flood issues here as well. So that's kind of the yin and yang that you get when you get the rain at this time of the year. Once again, watching for some flooding. Now we're shifting into even Southern California. Yes, this is the first flood watch of the week, I think, that we've had out here, because the last 2 days haven't been as active. Things get a little more active this afternoon and early evening, and then we'll see that waning of activity through the late night and then early morning hours tomorrow. So watch for flash flooding, heightened zone of the darker green, southern Nevada, southeastern California into far western Arizona. Things really start to light up, as has been the case over the last several months during the afternoon hours, early evening, and then we see things settling down once we get through the overnight hours. All right, so this will be one area to watch again Thursday into Friday, too. I mean, things just aren't changing here, and this is normal, right, for the monsoon to be active every single day as long as we have moisture in place, and we'll see that actually right into the weekend. Joining us here on the Weather Channel. We're going to get you here through the mid-morning hours. All right, today we are watching more storms, more rain, more flooding, unfortunately. Glad to have you with us here on America's Morning Headquarters, helping you plan all of your big events for the day ahead. Today on the show, we are giving you updates on the flooding that's happening in Mississippi. Happens to be the hot spot right now. We're also going to see what's bugging you, and we've got a guest on the show to actually help us iron out some of those bug details. Yes, help you to kind of stay away, or help them to stay away from you, right? As we get through the next couple of days, today, tomorrow, and even into Friday, overall lower chance of rain. But Saturday and Sunday, we do see an uptick with that afternoon shower and thunderstorm activity here. Across the whole Sunshine State today, look at Florida right now. Very few and far between with any showers, except for over towards the Panhandle, Pensacola. Yes, and that's where we're going to see a lot of the moisture in place, the heaviest of rain chances coming in. This front is here. That's one of the reasons why it's raining so much. That's helping to draw up the Gulf of Mexico moisture. There's also Pacific moisture that is coming in over this area, and just follow the bright red on the background color of this map. That's where we have most of the moisture in the atmosphere, and you see that pooling in Florida Panhandle, South Georgia, South Carolina, and then over Florida as we get through the end of the week. So everything now starts to get sort of compressed into this area. That stationary front is there, kind of fizzles. There's a cold front that comes in, and it's not a clean sweeping front that makes a big change in the air mass, but it's enough to help focus in the moisture over this area. area. And so that is going to increase your rain chances. We see that some pockets of flash flooding are possible with some of the heavy rain potential. I mean, look, over the past couple of days, every single day, we've seen someone get at least, 8 or 9 inches of rain. I mean, it has been big time, and that's what we've been dealing with again this morning in Mississippi. So, of course, that's a concern as I see this forecast going into the end of the week as we see the rain now moving across the Florida Panhandle into southern Alabama and southern Georgia. Do any of these thunderstorms congeal and set up some bigger rainfall rates? That becomes a nowcast that you really have to wait and watch for. But just know that there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. And once we get into the weekend for Florida, it'll be daytime heating playing a role in giving us some of those bigger thunderstorms. Well, it is